good morning to everyone. It is Saturday now, June the 3rd, and you join me right at water's edge, this side of the North Pier. And again today, it is one cracking morning, very, very sunny indeed. Thanks to all my viewers and all the businesses that help this video channel along. Thank you all very much. Now it is from here that I would like to introduce my video, which will be uploaded as per usual tomorrow morning on the Sunday. So here is this week's video, thanking again one and all for everything. Bye bye, I'll see you later. On this very nice Thursday afternoon, we're going to pay a fleeting visit to the build of the Works and Pensions Office. The reason being is, you will see in front of you quite a lot of plant machinery. Over there is a very large pump, which is pumping concrete. And there, in front of you, is the yellow tower crane. Just to show you where we are, in case you're not certain, in the background, that's the big car park in Talbot Road. So we're going to have a very, very quick look around. All this ground all being prepared now. Now that structure, that blue structure that you see, I've just been told that will eventually be 7 stories high. This is the information that I've just received. As you can see now, lots and lots of contractors and tradespeople here today, especially around that pump. Lots of concrete, I'm told, has been pumped this morning. So, with another look at that very impressive tall tower crane, this will complete our fleeting visit to the build of the Works and Pensions Office. On this glorious afternoon, I have walked along the promenade, and here I'm going to show you in the background, that's Coral Island. I'm just going to show you how many people have arrived here at this car park. There's the answer. It is completely full. Now where we are now is we are at this now Blackpool Central, this huge complex that is going to be built. Now I can just show you this, a little update with this car park. Now, I'm so pleased to show you this. The gold and silver cladding tiles there. Aren't they nice? Now, right next door, you see the facade here of the actual car park. Well, I've just been told this is how it will look. This is the completed look here. So you have this area here with this kind of mesh. That's the only thing I can really call it. And then returning to the silver and gold cladding tiles. And yes, this is Blackpool Central, this enormous family entertainment project. Just a fleeting visit again here to keep one and all fully up to date with what's going on. Now, previous to leaving this huge complex, I'm taking you back to the gold and silver cladding tiles. Now, at the back of that is the lift shafts and also the staircases, just to keep you right up to date, as said, with what is going on at the build of this car park. On this Friday afternoon, it is now time for our once a week visit to the build of the Holiday Inn. Now please notice, we start this week's visit from right round the other side. As one and all know, usually we start it over there from opposite Markelly's, but there's quite a lot of all the goings on here at the moment, so I've taken the opportunity of bringing you round here. First of all, we can see this transporter that has just arrived with some wood and some stakes here, and he's just waiting now for these gates to open so as he can go in. Now there is the powerhouse, where I can tell you the concrete floor, I've just been told, has been completed and all laid. Moving a couple of paces to my rear, I'd like to show you this here, these two facades. Now, the first one, where the signage and lettering of the Holiday Inn is and their motive. Look what's happened since our last visit. All those cladding tiles have been placed, so it looks very much likely that this area here fully cladded. Now, moving around very slowly, another great view here, because we can see the facing bricks. They have now virtually all moved up to the roof level. Can you see them? And it's just a small area there to the left that remains to be done. So two interesting views here, if not three, if you include the powerhouse. Oh, that transporter now, that I think will have to go in another gate. So again, the views on the powerhouse, the floor all okay. This area here fully cladded up, and this area here, all the facing bricks virtually in place now. We're going to go now just to my right to our principal viewing area. We have arrived now at our principal viewing area. As said, we usually finish off the video from here, but I would like very much to take the opportunity of showing you this here. We have in front a very impressive looking mobile crane, fully stretched out, with the chain from the crane in line for this very big transporter. Now the reason this transporter and crane is here today is, you will notice the tower crane, it's gone. Yes, this has been removed over the past couple of days. You can just see the base remaining. That is why the mobile crane is here, because it is needed to take the base apart and then place all those parts on this transporter here. So I'm very, very pleased this week to show you all these items. Again, from here, from our principal viewing area, you can see those facing bricks, and you can clearly see those tiles all in place now on this facade here. Well, we are very, very lucky indeed today, because you can see these concrete blocks that held the tower crane. They are being lifted now. These monsters of concrete blocks. It's passing directly next to me, look. Look at this. And on the transporter, you will see two contractors there. They're going to meet this It's being gently lowered now. There we are. In the hands now of these contract workers, these ground workers. Just lining it up now, because there will be others following. There's two at ground level and two on the transporter. They must ensure that this is perfection here. It has to be settled and laid perfectly. All signals being made to the actual mobile crane driver. Yes, I think they're happy with that. So I'm just going to take you back now to see the mobile crane and the base part of the tower crane, which during this afternoon and early part of the evening will be totally removed from this site. So with this view now, we will press on around the other side. Now there's Mark Ellis there, and as one and all know, we usually start our video here of the build of the Holiday Inn from this viewing area here. Well, today, as you can see, I've started it off from the other side due to the great views that we had of this mobile crane, which you can see still from this area here. Now, moving around, I do hope that you can see all the progress that has been made for the car park area here. Can you see it? It's coming along really well, and there's all the contractors there. Now, what I can tell you is this. I've just been told that obviously people ask, oh, when will this open? Well, what I've just been told is the Holiday Inn itself will be, or rather hopefully be, in operation for the Christmas festivities. Now, learning something else which I found interesting, Robertson's, the contractors, will still remain here on site after that period. It is expected that due to the colossal work needed in this area here, which you can see, this may take them right up to March, February or March next year. So in short, I do hope you've enjoyed this week's visit to the Holiday Inn, and also all information about this actual build. Yes, the Holiday Inn should and hopefully open for the Christmas festivities, and Robertson's, the contractors here, will work around it. So this now fully completes our visit today to this build. We are now at the build of the cinema complex and the Wilko store, just outside our principal viewing area here, and we're just in time to see this transporter leave. There we are, that's on its way now. Oh, it's a tipper, in fact. It's not a transporter, it's a tipper hire. Right, so we can cross the road now. Just wait for the gates to close and then I can start our tour now, which I do hope will be interesting to one and all. Yes, this is the build of the Wilko store and the cinema complex, and have a look at this. Have a look at this. That very impressive copper coloured cladding. But next door to that, right next door, we can see this huge section now of those white cladding tiles that have been placed this week. Look at that. And they've done very well indeed, these contractors, to place these, because this is a long job, this. And that's where the glass will go, right at the end. I'm told the majority of this area will be put to glass walling. Now, moving as close as I can to the gates, you will see some contractors there on that cradle. They're taking something away. But this is what I would like to try to show you now. I'm going to get as close as I can to the gates. Now, this area here, over the last couple of days, a number of concrete lorries have arrived here and they've placed concrete. As you can see, it's been beautifully laid, and you can see that kind of curbing as well. Marvellous progress from our principal viewing area here at this build. So we'll move on now. Just a quickie view here because it's very well known. There's that white cladding, and next to it that very impressive glass walling. Oh yes, that's coming along really well. And running you up and down this facade here, you will see again virtually all cladded. Just another quick view here. There we are. This long facade here of this build. Just a tiny area remaining to receive that cladding. We have moved around now to our final viewing area. It is a very, very strong sun here this afternoon. Fierce, strong sunshine coming down. And there's that copper coloured cladding, which has settled in so nicely against the white cladding. Now, moving on down to ground level, I'm hoping that you can see a secondary view of what I showed earlier with the arrival of all that concrete. This is as close as I can get. So hopefully, as said, you can see now the wonderful progress here at this build. Right adjacent now to the building itself. So, with a view of that copper coloured cladding, and oh yes, Blackpool Tower in the same view, this will close down our once a week visit to this build of the cinema complex and the Wilko store. Hello everyone, it's now 2 o'clock in the afternoon on this Saturday, June the 3rd, and I can again bring you down to water's edge. As you can see, it's been a fairly low tide because the sea has only managed to climb up a couple of these steps here. Now, this is where I would like to thank one and all who has watched this video. Thank you all very, very much, and I will see you all next time. However, this video is not yet over. Oh no, because I have some clips. I do hope you enjoy them, as you always do. So here we are then, a final farewell from myself, and I leave you in the hands now of these clips.